On this episode of the Nugget Project, we find out if a $17 plastic welding gun from Temu actually works. Hi friends, so I did a moog. I bought something sight unseen off the internet and surprise, surprise, it turned out to be trash. This bumper was for sale on Marketplace for $100 and in the pictures it didn't look too bad. I paid, I got one of my mates to pick it up, not their fault, they were just picking it up. I didn't tell them about the condition or anything, they just went, all right, he wants it picked up, and dropped it off, and yeah, it sucks. The whole supporting structure underneath this, the whole metal thing, is rusted to buggery, like it's just gonna go in the bin. And unfortunately, this bumper has a big crack all the way through it. Not a complete loss though, because it did come with a spare set of indicators, and also these panels that go underneath this that join it to the lip, and those panels are actually really good, and the indicators are pretty good. So even if I got those out of it, it's a win. And also this support bar here, which has got a spare bonnet latch and all that sort of stuff. So it's all good, we got parts. But I want to see if I can fix this thing. So I have bought this. This is a plastic, well, it's either called a plastic welding gun or a hot staple gun. I bought it off Temu, whatever the hell you want to call it. It was $17 and came with a pack of about 200 staples. So let me show you what this is all about. So this is the gun. It's pretty basic. Obviously you got to buy the one with the Aussie plug. And it just has these two heater elements here that you put the staples in. Let me show you the staples because they come in different types. Try and get them all on camera properly. So we've got several different packs here. Now the one I think we're going to be using the most of these little guys here. So these are, we're just going to make up names for them. They're the wavy ones. So let's see if we can get the footage there. So you can see it's wavy. And obviously if you've got a crack, you put the crack lengthways along there and it will weld the two together. Now it's just got the two prongs there, and that fits obviously in the two prongs of the gun. Sick. So that's the one I'm probably going to use the most of, but there's all sorts of different types for corners and things like that. So let me show you. So these ones, little corner. So if you've got a corner piece you need to melt together, that's for that. And then you've got, let's try not to mix them all up, put them in there. And then you've got an outside corner. So if you want basically the opposite of what we just saw. Oh no, it all stuck together. There we go. So you can see it's like an outside corner. And then lastly, these ones are for like the very edge, because you can't use a wavy one because obviously the wavy one will stick out or just won't reach. So that one is a slight wavy one, and that'll do like the sharp edge of pieces to stick it all together. So I reckon we pull this bumper apart and give it a go. You know what, this thing is so manky and rusty, I'm gonna put some gloves on because I'm probably gonna get tetanus or herpes or something from this. All right, let's pull this sucker apart. Okay, the bumper's all apart. I think this car may have lived in the ocean. It's so rusty. Look at all this stuff here. It's so gross. Anyway, whatever. I got it all apart. So this bit is salvageable, which is good. That's the top bit with the latch. That's fine. It's actually got very little rust on it. The foam bit in the middle might be okay. Crash bars stuffed. A couple of these brackets on the outside are not too bad. And these things are called eyebrows. And they're actually quite hard to find. Everyone loses them. So that's cool. They go just below the pop-up headlight, so that's cool. I don't have a set of those. Wicked, all right. But let's have a look at why we came here. This guy, this broken floppy bit here. So I think what we need to do, this has got so many coats of paint on it. It's been painted white, black, and blue. So, yeah. Anyway, let's give this a clean up. We'll get all this tape and stuff off it. And then we'll bust out our new gun and see if we can stick this back together and see if it works. Basically, if it doesn't work, I don't care because I have another bumper. It's just my other bumper, the one that came with the car, has got like a wavy section on the front here. Whereas this is actually quite straight. It's going to need all the paint stripped off it, and obviously it's a bit of a mess, but the rest of it looks okay. So let's see if we can stick this back together. Okay, so I guess the first thing to do is turn on the $17 piece of electronics from China and see if it actually explodes. Okay, no smoke, no fire. That's good. So if we click it, we should have a little light to say it's heating up. Wicked. All right, so this bumper is actually pretty good because you notice a lot of modern bumpers all sort of plastic. This is actually more of a rubber bumper, like it's actually flexible, which means in general they don't break. Obviously this has had a pretty damn hard hit. But yeah, in general, they're usually really strong and they bounce back really nicely, which is great. And they don't make them out of this stuff anymore for whatever reason. It's probably highly toxic, who knows, but yeah. Modern bumpers seem to be very brittle and just break. All right, let's put one of these in. This bumper's quite thick too, so we've got quite a bit of space to work with. And what I want to do, I guess, is squeeze that together so it's all sitting right at the back. Sorry, at the front, so I know it's all sitting straight. Obviously it's going to need a sand and a prime, but it feels about right there. All right, you know what, let's just give it a go, shall we? We'll put it over the crack and pull the trigger. Oh, yep. Cool. Just leave it there for a second, let it cool down. Done. Wow, that was quick too. And that's it, that staple is in there. Sick. All right, let's get you a close-up of the next one. So, put it in the gun, so the camera won't focus that close. Literally just put the prongs in, it just kind of sits in there. And then, just hold it in place. Go again. And probably try not to breathe in the fumes. Sweet. All right, it's going well. Let's put a bunch more in. There we go. I reckon that's pretty good. It feels, I'm trying to keep it straight on the outside, so there's obviously the crack is lined up and not going all off, but it's, yeah, it feels pretty strong. So I'll go through and I'll just knock out the rest, just kind of get them done. And we'll have a look at cleaning it up, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's cool. We should market this to drifters because this is way better than drilling holes and doing cable ties. Okay, let's have a look-see. So I've stitched all on the inside there. Now I even did a couple just on the outside because this is underneath the bumper. So you're not gonna be able to see this, but I just put two on the outside and one on the end there. I just bent one up so it fits on that end piece there. But yeah, it seems to be holding together pretty strong. I think the hardest part is knowing how deep to go. Like I can see how thick this is and I probably could have gone a bit deeper on some of the first ones, but I was a bit nervous about going all the way through. But I think, yeah, you want to get it sort of halfway through the plastic. Obviously, if it's a thin bumper, you'd want to be more careful. But yeah, it seems to be like, it's pretty strong. So now, I tried to squeeze it all together the best I can. Obviously, this bumper is just in horrific condition. But I think what I'll do now is I'll use a Dremel and just Dremel a small channel along that crack, and then I can use some proper rubberized bumper filler on that, flexible bumper filler, and then sand that back, and then obviously when I go to spray it, hopefully that should look all right. But yeah, maybe we give this bumper a try, because that's pretty good. It's it's in there pretty strong. Doesn't seem to be one of breaking or anything. I'm putting a fair bit of pressure on the inside of that now, and it's not popping, so cool. So now I'm just going to cut the tabs off them. I reckon you could use a flappy disc just to get the rest off, but I've got these little flush cutters here, which seem to be working perfect so far. So, does a $17 plastic welding gun from Temu work? Yeah, looks like it does. Like, it's strong, man. Like, it's holding. They're holding really well. I'm pretty happy with that, and obviously the line's not incredible, so I will just get a bit of it's quite thick rubber, so I've got a bit to play with there, but I'll just get a Dremel a bit of a channel out there, fill it with rubber filler, and then yeah, give that a sand down and paint. What I'll probably do is I'll paint this and my old bumper. It's not a lot of paint to paint one of these, and then I'll see which one comes up the best and I'll use the best one. But it doesn't hurt to have a spare one painted up, ready to go, just in case something happens with the car. So pretty sick. Yeah, I reckon that is a worthwhile investment. I can't believe, I don't know how they make this for that much money. It's insane. It's so cheap. So that's a cool thing to have in the shed. You know, I've got a lawnmower with a big plastic shroud. If I ever hit a tree with that or break it, I can stick it back together with that, and it's way better than trying to glue it or do the old drilling and cable tie trick, because that's disgusting. So yes, it does work, and I would recommend buying one if you need to do a sort of repair. Not too sure about the longevity of it. Apparently those staples are stainless steel, so hopefully they should last. But give it a bit of a coat of something on the back to treat it anyway so they don't rust. But yeah, wicked. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We've got a new video coming up soon where we finish the rust repairs in that thing, which I'm very excited about. And I've got lots of very cool parts. I've been on a shopping spree. I basically sit at work and watch other people build cars, and it gets me all antsy, and I start buying parts for my cars. So that's how it works. Anyway, check back soon. Thanks for watching.